Good day, Avon Span here with another edition of Confessions of a Salesman. Today wanted to go over how to buy a car. I see a lot of stuff on YouTube and on the web about different ways to buy a car and you should do this and you should do that. First, highly offended that everyone sees us as skates and liars and all this other good stuff. Look, no matter what profession you're in, you are the person you are. I'm a very upstanding citizen. I try to be as honest as can be and live my life right. I believe in karma, so if I treat you right, it'll come back to me. If I try to get over on you, guess what? Either myself or somebody in my family will probably got over on. I think I worded that correctly. But yeah, so easiest way to buy a car is I broke it down as essentially 4 steps to the sale, maybe 5 if you include the conclusion of the sale. First is the meet and greet. Hey, how are you doing? My name is Avon, and you are? And then you go through all that spiel, and then you get them to your office and try to do a needs assessment. Some clients do like to go straight to the lot, which I can understand if you're one of those clients, just to get a look and feel for the cars. Part of the needs assessment is to help slim down your time in the dealership. That's one of the things people hate most about buying cars, is being in the dealership all day. So if you do the needs assessment first, as far as what monthly payment you will like, what down payment you're willing to do to get to that monthly payment. If most customers, no money down, no problem at all. Lease, finance, what vehicle. That's the main thing. What's mostly important. Not only is the payment important, but then what kind of vehicle are you trying to accomplish that payment on? An SUV, a sedan, a coupe, a convertible, pre-owned, new, because the rates change. Of course, the best rates are going to be on the new cars. So several different options that if you find that out from the client yourself up front, it makes both of our lives easier. Why? Because as a professional, I can go right to the car that you're looking for, color, options, and also I could discuss payment up front or maybe after we go over the vehicle. Because if that vehicle that suits all your wants and needs, fits perfectly for your payment, then that's perfect. Everyone's happy. But of course, if that vehicle may be a little higher, then I would mention that to you. I'm not going to harp on it, but I do want to make sure you understand what you're looking to accomplish and what you're getting for the money. For instance, I did a needs assessment with a client, and in the middle of the needs assessment, they asked, can they just go, they want to just go look at cars. No problem, your wish, my will. Let's go on the lot and look at cars. They were looking at a QX60. They ended up purchasing also, but when we got on the lot, the wife actually says, oh, I see why you do the needs assessment, because there's so many different options on this vehicle. I agree. You're talking about a vehicle that ranges from $43,000 all the way up to $61,000. So that $17,000 of difference can be a deal maker or a breaker for not only me, which that's the only way I get paid if I sell a car, but for the client. Because I think they ended up on one that was around $49 and didn't need all-wheel drive. So we were able to get to the payment they wanted, they leased, and everyone was happy. Didn't make a profit on the deal. People think that's another misconception of the car business. There's all this huge markup and profit. Not really. One, the banks regulate, ever since the recession, the banks regulate how much we can sell the car for. Not only that, we're in the age of the internet. Guess what most people are doing? Shopping online. You're watching this video, you watch other videos about how to buy a car, you've probably looked at a few different websites. Some people even call the dealer. After needs assessment, we go to the demo. I'll kind of segue into that. So the third step would be the demo drive. Some people say, oh, I don't want to drive the car. Part of the reason to drive in the car is to make sure it rides and drive the way you like. I like just about every vehicle we sell, several outside of the Infinity brand, but doesn't matter what I like because you're the one purchasing the vehicle. So I want to make sure that you like the vehicle. I've had clients say, I don't need to test drive, I just want to get to the number. And we negotiated for about an hour, was close to their number. I think we were at like 415, they wanted to be at 400. And being we were that close, the husband then says, hey, well, I should at least test drive the car. I mentioned that before we started negotiating, but he thought it would be a bright idea to do it right before we closed the deal, and they ended up not liking the car. So therefore, could have saved them an hour, could have saved me an hour. Once again, this is the only way I get paid. And then negotiating. As far as negotiating is concerned, it's really, if you do all the other steps correctly, your salesman or yourself, because I've had clients tell me exactly, they come in, look, this is what I want to do, I want to make it quick, and I get them in and out. I even had clients over the phone. Some people aren't, some salesmen don't like to work deals over the phone. However, if you like it, I love it. I'm here to serve you, so you just let me know if you want your car medium well or rare. So, with the negotiating, if a customer asks, I know they're shopping around, normally I'll go to my manager, hey, give me the best deal possible, shoot the numbers over to them. I'm not trying to take a whooping for too long. If somebody wants to beat me up on price, I want to take my lickings and keep it pushing. Off the door pricing, as far as taxes, taxes are, that's Uncle Sam taking his cut. So a lot of people say, oh, well, I want that selling price out the door. We may not, if we only have $1,000 of markup in that vehicle and the tax is $2,000 plus your other fees, people want to negotiate the price and then negotiate us covering the taxes. And sometimes we can't get to that number. We here at Lake Norman Infinity, I know for a fact, if there's any way to get to your number while you're here, we're going to get to that number. Even if you're not here, we're going to do our best to get to that number, because people are going to 1.6 dealers nowadays. So that means when you leave me, most likely you're going to buy from the other person. You leave someone else, most likely you're going to end up buying from me if you come here next. So we don't have a second opportunity to let you out, and we have more room to work with. If there's a way we can earn your business, we will. Some dealers may do that. We don't do that here. What else? Throwing in accessories. Some customers like throwing accessories. Understandable. However, if you've already negotiated, called over negotiating, whether you're over negotiating directly on price, or if you beat the deal up on price to the point where they're losing money and then you want to throw in an accessory, which accessories can be extremely expensive depending on which accessory. Some people want to add a tow hitch last minute. It's $800, let's say $500 to $800 for the tow hitch depending on the vehicle, and then you have to pay labor. Our service department, we're actually their biggest customers because we cut the biggest amount of check to them, being we get all the work done to our vehicles, whether it's new or previously enjoyed. Something else, as far as previously enjoyed vehicles, we stand by our cars. Some dealers do not. Sometimes we may locate. For instance, yesterday I located a car from a sister dealer in Tennessee. When it got here, still needed $1,400 worth of work. Needed brakes. It was passable on the brakes, but not up to our standards, which we would like to give our client, because we don't want you coming back in a month paying for brakes. So we stand by our vehicle. We try our best to give the best customer service possible. And honestly, you want to make it as easy as possible on yourself. I would say go online, review the dealership, see what salesmen mention a lot, getting good comments. Try to deal with that salesman. Also, why not offer to tip the salesman? If we don't make that much as salesmen, and we only get paid if we sell a car. So if you offered him, let's say, anywhere from $20 to $100 or more, why wouldn't he work hard for you? The way I break it down to my clients, and I don't ask for tips, but the way I break it down to my clients is, I'm a real estate broker at this point. I have a seller who has a house on the lake in great condition, and they have a reasonable asking price. However, you as the buyer, you don't like that asking price, and you would like to make an offer that's different from that asking price. I'm willing to take that offer back to the seller, because I don't get a commission unless I get you two to agree on it. So I think that's pretty much it. And as far as, like, some people say, what's your best price? Oh, give me your best price. This is my best price. But what does it take to earn your business? Once again, back to the real estate. Okay, they have it. They think it's a reasonable offer. They think that's their best price. Okay, well, what are you willing to offer? Maybe they can come to an agreement. Maybe your offer may be too low, and we can still part ways and be friends. Because even if I don't sell you a car, maybe you have a family member who you can discuss the great service you received, and that maybe we were just a little off on the numbers, and they may be interested in a vehicle that we have on the line. So some people use car brokers as well. Guess what? The money that the dealer isn't making, the car broker is making. So Just wanted to go over a few options. If you got any questions or suggestions or just want to come buy a car from me, give me a call. You can reach me at 917-596-9644. Again, that number is 917-596-9644. And this is Avon Span, your professional Infinity Man.